Welcome back to RGR TV. Coming at you with a little different type of video today. In case you didn't know, not only do I love to fish, but I've been hunting since I was 12 years old. I haven't included any hunting content on my channel. I've heard that it can make it difficult to actually monetize your channel. Now, I've been at this for 2 years. I don't even have 500 subscribers yet, so I don't think it's really going to make a difference. I have 4 of these little hunting handbooks here. These were my late paps. My grandma gave them to me years ago. I've hung on to them ever since. I have one from 1965-66, one from 1967-68, one from 1969-70. The newest one is 1974-75. And then I have this current one, good bit different. You know, it's the size of a magazine. Got full page ads in there now. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised they still hand these out with the internet. You know, everything's so easy to look up these days. But I'm not going to focus too much on this. You all have one of these, so we're done with that. What I want to do is go through, we're going to look at the 1965-66 issue. I picked out, you know, maybe 8-10 things that I thought were interesting, you know, just how much times have changed, you know, the rules and regulations from, you know, 56 years ago. And I figured I'd share. License information. Fees. Resident, regular, $5.20. Antlerless deer, $1.15. Archery, $2.15 from county treasurers only, or you can get a 15-cent discount from the Department of Revenue, Harrisburg. How about those prices? It usually costs me between 50 and 60 bucks, and that's just for my regular hunting license, archery, and bear. Youngsters. It is unlawful for any person under the age of 12 years to receive a hunting license under any circumstances. Currently in PA, you can be born at 6 o'clock in the morning and that same day be in the tree stand for an evening hunt. General hunting regulations. It is unlawful to dig, cut, or smoke, or in any other manner take any wild bird or wild animal other than a predator out of its den or place of refuge, except that woodchucks may be dug out of their dens in cultivated fields with permission of the owner or occupant of the farm. Imagine the look on the farmer's face whenever you pull in with your backhoe and ask him if you can dig up a groundhog. It is unlawful to hunt, trap, kill, or dress wild birds or wild animals in cemeteries. Pretty sure that's no longer in the book. I think it goes without saying, you shouldn't be gutting an 8-point while there's a funeral going on. It is unlawful to discharge a firearm upon any sanatorium, institutional, or park grounds if the grounds are defined by appropriate posters. Do we even have sanatoriums anymore? Actually, I gotta look that up. Nope, looks like the last one closed 2012. Bow and arrow hunting regulations. In addition to the general small game and large game regulations, it is unlawful to use a bow or bow held, drawn, or released by mechanical means. So that's probably the most changed section, you know, here in Pennsylvania. I mean, you can hunt with crossbows now. It's a bit of a controversial topic, but not going into that. You know, you can use mechanical releases. To use an arrow with poison or explosive in the head or shaft. So you can't have a poisonous arrow. Can't be strapping TNT on the front. I'm kind of picturing like Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner here. To use any but a single shaft arrow. I mean, was someone like trying to use a double shafted or a triple shafted arrow that they had to put that in there? Suggestions. Protect the cutting edges of your broadheads by carrying them in a container with shielded cover. I like the suggestions. I mean, I'm not sure when you have a buck at 20 yards broadside if he's going to give you the time to take your broadhead out of its shielded cover. I guess that's why a lot of people use, you know, expandables nowadays. Utilize a bow adapted to your strength. That's a good one. That still needs to be in the book. How many times have you been at the archery range and seen that guy going, yeah, we all have. Carry an extra bowstring. Don't forget your bow press. Seasons and bag limits. Bears, 1 over 1 year old by individual, 2 bears over 1 year old by hunting party of 3 or more. I was just a little confused by that one. Season limit, 2 bears over 1 year old by hunting party of 3 or more. So if you're hunting with a group of 20 guys and you get 2 bears, is everybody done? Is that how I read that? Deer, antlered, with 2 or more points to an antler or a spike 3 or more inches long. So now we have antler restrictions. Those went into effect, I believe, 2002. You need, depending on what area you're hunting in, a broad point and a Y or 3 up, and it's helped tremendously. I mean, we have a lot of really nice bucks in Pennsylvania now because of those restrictions. No open season. Hen pheasants, cub bears. Now you can legally shoot a cub bear. However, expect to endure an onslaught of ball busting by your campmates. Elk. Yeah, I mean, now we have the elk lottery. You can, it's like a point system, put your name in, and potentially be drawn to hunt a PA elk. I don't do it because I have horrible luck and I'm never going to get drawn. Female deer with antlers are of special interest to scientists. Anyone killing such an animal is requested to collect that guy at that number. He would like to examine the reproductive tract of the animal. So would I, actually. If anybody watching this video has shot an antlered deer with a vagina, please leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Unprotected. All wild birds and wild animals in Pennsylvania are protected except these noted. Unprotected animals: chipmunk, foxes, all kinds, opossum, porcupine, skunk, weasel, wildcat. Unprotected birds: blue jay, crow, English sparrow, European starling, kingfisher, Cooper's hawk, ghost hawk, sharp-shinned hawk, great horned owl, snowy owl. The whole unprotected bird and animal section is pretty much obsolete. Most of these are now protected even by federal laws. Bounty payments: fox, red or gray, $4 each. Great horned owl, $5 each. It's kind of funny. Back in the 60s, they would pay you a bounty if you shot a great horned owl. Now you would pay dearly if you shot a great horned owl. Over here under safety, consider how you would like promiscuous shooting in your backyard and act accordingly. I guess I didn't understand what that meant at first, but I guess if somebody's flinging lead in your backyard at a deer, you're probably going to be irritated. And lastly, probably my favorite page in this book: for your own enjoyment, peace of mind, and the fact that your life may depend on it, wear a bright color when hunting. Blaze orange is recommended. So in the mid-60s, blaze orange, which is a strict requirement nowadays, was only a recommendation. Honestly, if I'm in the woods and there's any type of firearm season going on, I'm wearing orange, head, chest, back. Doesn't matter to me either way. Always bear in mind, if you lead an inactive physical life, it's a mighty big jump from a swivel chair to a hilltop. Don't take chances with your heart. They definitely weren't afraid to tell it like it was back then. But I mean, if you led an inactive physical life, are you really gonna once a year climb a mountain to try to shoot a deer or a bear? Probably not. And second, I really find it hard to believe that there was that many people leading inactive lifestyles in the mid-60s. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a comment down below, especially if you're old enough to have hunted during these times. Really love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.